In the last few years, more than once, I have heard people online say that people on the left or left of center have all this empathy and compassion for everybody except for people who are conservative, except for MAGA. And I would say I understand why it seems that way, right? Like it looks like we try to understand everybody's feelings. We try to respect them for their views. We respect their perspective is unique to them. It doesn't have to be something I agree with. Their interpretation of religion is totally theirs. Like I get it. Their sexual identity, their sexual preference, like all of it, right? And yet we don't dole out the same level of empathy to MAGA. So I've been thinking about that. It's like, how can I be better at that? Because it is easy for me to automatically dismiss all MAGA and say, your views are crazy, right? So I want to do this. I want to offer this up, that I'm going to try this out. And I'm offering it to you now. So if you have a comment to say, is sure, tell me a particular stance you have on a topic, but then let's dig into the why. And let's just keep digging into the why until we find the absolute, like, this is the fundamental reason why I take this stance. And then we can have an empathetic conversation, because sometimes we may find there are valid reasons why someone has an undergirding of belief that projects out into their political stance. And we can have a real human conversation there. And sometimes what's at the core is fear and misinformation. And we can have a real conversation there too. If you're open to hearing, like, maybe you have been relying on some misinformation. Maybe you do have some fears that are unfounded based off of that misinformation. And I think that's where we can have the human conversation. It's really, really hard to have an empathetic conversation when you stay at the just like, I'm on this side of the stance or this side of the stance on, or this stance or this stance, this side of the issue, that side of the issue on any topic. You have to get into the why. And I think that can be the same for MAGA types. MAGA types, you can ask a liberal friend or a Democrat that you run into and say, hey, tell me why you believe XYZ. Like, let's get into the details and really try to understand each other. Let's not debate the whys. Let's just talk about the whys and then see if there's either common ground or opportunity to share knowledge with each other so that we don't have to feel like we have no empathy for each other at all.